play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bennett. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
To the air on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Trying to set up the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They'll go with a direct snap. Finding open areas. All out of space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time on target. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. Final play of the quarter coming. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Snagged in the middle, it's Bachmeier. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, defensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. BYU lines up quickly. Takes it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got the first down himself. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. Now adjusting. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Here's the pressure. That's reeled in, it's Bachmeier. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed. There he is, scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Here comes the heat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Down.
Fires and picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
That's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. Just plowing ahead. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. There's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Looking for the fourth down conversion, BYU comes to the line. Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Touchdown, BYU. Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left. Heaved it downfield, but couldn't quite make a connection.
And your brain has...
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the catch. It's Martin. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Lobs it off the back foot. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Finds his tight end. Ripping through the defense. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The play action fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll start this drive from the 42. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Turning it on. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The short hand, it's Smith. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to throw again. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He's looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Buying some time. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
That's what I love about dime personnel packages, especially on 3rd down, is 1, you've got faster guys out there to cover these receivers and these targets, but 2, you can rally to the quarterback if he takes off. And yeah, he was able to get a couple yards, but you're not letting him go to the house, and now you're setting up 4th down.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
He's pulled down after a tough one, gets it to the 6.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot. Looking for a man, it's Bachmeier. Another interception, that's his 4th of the day. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Catch in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Looking to throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings. They needed that 2-point conversion so that they could get this thing within a field goal. Now you've got to go out and execute the onside kick, get it back, and then it's all going to fall on the kicker.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the ground. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. Period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.